Let's just get an overall view from you in terms of the type of activity we've had on the ZSE so far this year. We've seen numbers jumping around in terms of the performance of the industrial average, but from your side, how's the market doing so far in 2012?
The market has been rather slow. In January, it was fairly active, but there's been a slowdown. The major constraint we have at the moment is liquidity. We don't have sufficient liquidity in the country, and our market has been driven by foreigners. But because of the current regulations regarding foreign investment, it has created a bit of an anxiety and uncertainty with regards to the foreigners. They were accounting for about 30% of our trading last year. So liquidity is a major challenge for us.
What are you doing basically to promote liquidity right now? Because as you say, there's a liquidity crunch in the domestic economy, and then internationally there's rising risk aversion and fear about putting your money into Zimbabwe Stock Exchange with all the concerns around indigenization laws. So as a stock market regulator, how do you address these issues?
Well, all we have to do is lobby the powers that be. I don't believe there is anything wrong in principle about indigenization. It's how it is packaged. And that packaging, that's what creates, uncertainty.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the developments at the exchange. On the one hand, you've got almost 80 stocks listed. Many brokers are saying that we haven't seen a new IPO since 2007. So how do you bring new stocks to the market? Is this an area of focus for you, or do you diversify the type of investment classes?
Well, we are looking at bringing in new listings. We believe there is a future in mining, and the country is where it is on the back of the mining. We also believe that if government accelerates its privatization process, we should be able to get more listings that way. So we will continue to discuss and lobby the powers that be for new listings.
Right, so basically, Emmanuel, if I'm reading you correctly, you're saying that indigenization is perhaps a positive for Zimbabwe Stock Exchange because it will create companies, new companies, basically to list on the exchange.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I've said, indigenization in principle, there's nothing wrong about it. It's how you package it.
So, but what you're saying, though, is that or privatization rather, if you have new companies on them, if you have new privatization taking place, basically, you'll have the opportunity for new companies to come to the market.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can you give us an idea of some of the companies that we're looking at right now? Are you able to disclose that?
Oh, yes, I can, because you see, it's already public knowledge. Government, we talk of our airline. It's debt-ridden at the moment. We have Zimbabwe Mining Development Corporation, which is already involved in the diamonds mines. It's an active participant there. We see no reason why it shouldn't, be privatized. There are some companies falling under the ambit of Industrial Development Corporation. We believe some of those companies are ready, to be listed. So this is where we believe we'll be able to extract new listings. We already have, a good record. Two of our major companies now, they were parastatals, and these are the Dairy Board and Kotco ICO. They are now positive contributors to the economy of Zimbabwe, having been privatized, and they've been success stories. So we believe we can add value through listings of the parastatals.
So those are some of the advancements on the listing front. So let's talk about technology and progress with regards to that, because for some time now, for 3 years in fact, you've been talking about introducing an electronic platform, a central securities depository system. What progress is being made with regards to that, and what are the big issues that have delayed it?
In the past, the big issue was funding. It's no longer an issue. We do hope before the end of the year we will have a depository and we will have automated our trading.
Give us an idea of the type of capex you need to actually install these new systems.
We believe we can do that with both electronic and the CSD under $5 million.
And lastly, Emmanuel, I know that you have noted perhaps investigating the wild price swings that we saw in some of the stocks. How do you propose to do that, and what implications are they going to be for brokers and for investors if they're said to be guilty of manipulation of share prices?
I don't believe there's been, any price manipulation in the market.
So no price manipulation and nothing that has been found as a result of highlighting the wild price swings we saw?
Yeah, I don't believe there has been any. We have got, mechanism in place, and I can, confidently say I haven't seen any price manipulation.